Shalom, Kol Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakwadash. That's all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, in the name of Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, in the name of the Holy Spirit. I want to give a double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. And I want to say a sincere shalom, wa barakathum to the hopeful elect, you men that are prophesying and laboring in this truth, risking your lives and your freedom throughout the four winds of the world. Shalom. All right, I want to do this quick lesson on this article entitled Deaths from Drugs and Suicide Reach a Record in the U.S. All right, this record highs of Esau, Edomites, taking themselves out. These Edomites are trying to check out early. All right, they see their kingdom crumbling. They see the translation from the kingdom from Esau to Jacob. All right, and you know, they can't take it. You got a lot of farmers in the Midwest that are losing money, losing a lot of money due to the trade wars. All right, and they're taking themselves out. All right, whether it be by opioids. All right, this opioid crisis, this so-called opioid crisis. All right, they're taking it. They're hanging themselves, and they're taking themselves out with guns. Those are just the top three. Okay, but these devils is taking themselves out, trying to escape their judgment. Okay, and some of them they've been successful by a lot of them been successful through suicide, but they're gonna come back in the kingdom of heaven in chains, in slavery. They're gonna be born into slavery. All right, our people were born into slavery. All right, born into slavery as babies and grew up slaves. All right, the transatlantic slave trade. You Negroes, all right, you so-called Native Americans, all right, were enslaved by the so-called white man, and then slaughtered. All right, then the Esau executed mass genocide. All right, the Latino tribes, Puerto Ricans, the so-called Puerto Ricans, the so-called Mexicans, all through Central and South America, they were enslaved. They were born into slavery. All right. So you Edomites that try to take yourself out, you're going to be born into slavery, born into chains in the kingdom of heaven. All right. So there's no way to escape your judgment, Esau. You can try to put the gun to your head or OD on opioids, but you're still going to get judged. You're still going to that cup of slavery is still going to be passed to you. All right, so let me get into this article, and I'm not going to read all of it, but I'm going to hit some points on it, and then I'll bring out some precepts, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. All right, it's entitled Deaths from Drugs and Suicide Reach a Record in U.S. All right, a look at the analysis of the data from the Center of Disease Control and Prevention and what it means. All right, the number of deaths from alcohol, drugs, and suicide in 2017 hit the highest level since the collection of this type of federal mortality data started in 1999, according to an analysis by two public health nonprofits and Trust for Americans' Health and Well-Being Trust. Okay, let me get to the good stuff. All right, more than 150,000 Americans died from alcohol and drug-induced fatalities and suicide in 2017. Nearly a third, 47,173 were suicides. All right. There are two crises unfolding in America right now. Dr. Benjamin Miller, the Chief Policy Officer for Well-Being Trust and the co-founder of the Eugene S. Farley Jr. Health Policy Center in Aurora, Colorado. One is the healthcare and one is in society. Dr. Miller attributed the increasing disparities in healthcare and inequalities in income as crucial factors in the feeling of despair. No, it's the Most High bringing this place down. It's the men of the Lord that's chanting this place down through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's causing these Edomites to bug out. That's causing these Edomites to take themselves out. Okay, they see the kingdom being translated from wickedness to righteousness. All right, from Esau to Jacob. Okay, let me jump down. The grim statistics are fueled by synthetic opioid deaths. All right, this is the big deal amongst you Edomites. All right, so a lot of Edomites, there's so many Edomites that's taking themselves out, they don't even have, mortuaries are running out of space to put the bodies. Okay, you got Edomites just, they taking these opioids like motherfucking Skittles, man. All right, 20 years ago, less than 1,000 deaths a year are attributed to fentanyl and synthetic opioids. In 2017, more than 1,000 Americans died from synthetic opioid overdose every 2 weeks. And this is 2019, so 2018, it was rough. It probably toppled this 28,000. All right, topping 28,000 for the year. All right, that was 2017. So 2018, it might have been 50,000. Okay, and that's the Most High taking these Edomites out. Okay. Most of the increase was concentrated in the preceding 5 years, when such deaths rose tenfold and the opioid epidemic became a leading cause of death for Americans under 55. All right, they say Americans, but the majority of those so-called Americans is Edomites, the so-called white race. Okay, that just like our people in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, where had that heroin and crack epidemic. All right, the same thing. All right, a lot of Jakes ain't really really popping these pills like that. These wicked ass niggas rap about it in these songs, but Jake, even though it's wicked, Jake just sit around and smoke weed. All right, they not into popping these pills like the Edomites. That's an Edomite thing. All right, popping pills and for whatever reason they're trying to suppress the pain of seeing their kingdom crumble, their kingdom going down. All right, them losing everything that they got. All right, but these curses are slowly but surely coming on you Edomites. All right, let me see. West Virginia and New Mexico has the highest number of deaths. The analysis show that Mississippi and Texas the lowest. By region, the Northeast had the highest opioid death rate, followed by the Midwest, and the South's rate was nearly half that of the Northeast. The numbers are driven in no small way by pharmaceutical companies creating addicting drugs and clinicians, clinicians inappropriately oversubscribing opioids, said John Arbach, president of chief executive of Trust for Americans Health. All right, hey, these Edomites know what they're doing. They don't the elite of the society. They know what they're doing when they create these opioid and they make them addicting. All right, it probably was a ploy to just destroy more Israelites, but it backfired, and a lot of you Edomites, a vast majority of you Edomites that are taking these pills, are getting addicted and you're overdosing. You're dropping dead. All right. Let me see. Though doctors and drug companies have been taking steps to control opioid addictions, Mr. Arbach said patients who are addicted to prescription opioids often shift to synthetic ones like fentanyl, which is 50 times more potent than heroin. Fentanyl also snaked its way into other drugs like cocaine, Xanax, MDMA, widening the epidemic. All right, so a lot of Edomites like to pop Xanax and sniff cocaine. They're putting it in everything. All right. Let me see. Suicides by gun increased 22% in the last decade. Guns which remain plentiful and accessible were used in nearly half of the nation's 47,173 suicides in 2017. The analysis showed the most common with Caucasians. All right, Caucasians, Edomites, suicide by gun increased proportionally more among racial and ethnic minority groups. The study showed, especially amongst African Americans and Latinos. Of course, they're gonna throw Jake in there, and those Jakes that take themselves out, they wicked, and and the Most High did that. Most High made them take themselves out. All right, so they don't get a pass for taking themselves out, but they just wicked ass Israelites. But they'll come back in the kingdom in a righteous state of mind. All right. The rate among children and adolescents increased 16%. Suicides can be the result of trauma that goes unrecognized or unaddressed. The loss of jobs. All right. Edomites is losing their jobs. All right. You got all these retail stores closing down throughout America. You got these big what are they? These big manufacturing companies like I know one of these car companies closed down a bunch. I think it was Ford or GM closed close some factories. All right, you have a lot. Esau's kingdom is coming down, and they're cutting the jobs, all right, left and right. So a lot of Edomites are losing their jobs, thus they're losing their home, death of a loved one. All right, these are all factors that are contributing to Esau's depression. Okay, and our people been in this state of depression forever. All right, our people lose jobs all the time. Shit, damn, I lost my job. Well, shit, let me try to find another one. All right, it ain't the end of the world for us. We been down in the dirt. We know how to grind. We know how to make something out of nothing. Okay, a lot of Jakeson lost their home. We always losing a loved one. All right, every week is something new. Jake is still under the curses. Okay, but these curses are coming on Esau, and they don't know what to do. And the only thing they want to do, or only thing they can do, is try to kill themselves. All right, whether it be by a gun, trying to get on these opioids to suppress the pain, okay, or other means. Okay, let me jump down here. Suicides by suffocation rose 42% in the last decade. There were 13,075 such deaths in 2017. Dr. Miller and Mr. Albach attributed this increase to copycat suicides. People get the idea from high-profile celebrities who died by hanging. High-profile, I can't remember a Jake celebrity athlete died by hanging. All right, that was all Edomites. And the one that sticks out in my head is that I can't think of his name. He's a big melonhead Edomite chef. I don't know. I can't think of his name, but he was a chef, and he killed himself. I believe he hung himself by suicide, because his woman left him or something. I'm not sure, but he was an Edomite basically. Okay, and he took himself out. And these high profile celebrities, they're hanging themselves, and and a lot of these Edomites are like this article said, they copycats. All right. Dr. Miller said in addition, the materials used in a hanging suicide are much more available than firearms. On Tuesday, the Food and Drug Administration approved a prescription treatment intended to help 16 million adult Americans living with depression. Hey, whatever prescription they're prescribing to you, Edomites, is not going to work. All right. Somehow, some way, you're going to lead you back to popping pills, lead you to putting a barrel of a gun in your mouth, or lead you to hanging yourself. All right. Experts in treating depression said they were encouraged by the news, but remain cautious about the development. All right, so you Edomites can't run from these curses, man. These curses are coming on you because Jake, you Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans had to deal. We dealt with them. We're dealing with them. All right, but hey, that cup is being passed to you Edomites. All right, and a lot of you Edomites, you can't take it. It's like, you think about it like this: you've been living in a mansion your whole life, this nice mansion, in Beverly Hills or the Hamptons or somewhere. And one day someone comes and tells you, pack up all your shit. No, actually, you don't even get to pack up all your shit. Come with me. I'm gonna take you for a ride, and you'll never see this place again. All right. And on that ride, they're taking your ass down to Skid Row, or somewhere in East Trenton, New Jersey, or somewhere real grimy and shitty. And that's gonna be your new living situations. But on that ride down there, Esau can't take it. All right. Esau's looking in the rear view, hoping to go back in that mansion. All right, and on that ride, Esau's killing himself. He's jumping out the car. He's jumping off a bridge. All right, he's doing any and everything to not live in that impoverished state. All right, but hey, that's what's coming to you Edomites. All right, and you in the kingdom of heaven, you Edomites wish you could live like them people on Skid Row. All right, so let me get into some scripts. First script I want to get is. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right? So who's ruling right now? That's a simple question. The so-called white man Esau. All right? It's going to be translated from one people to another. That one people is going to be translated to is you Israelites. All right? It's going to be transferred to Jacob, Israel. All right? The kingdom. The kingdom of the kingdom. And we're going to rule in the kingdom of heaven forever. All right? So the kingdom's being translated. And during that translation of the kingdom, you see these Edomites bugging out. They can't take it. All right? They a lot of these Edomites see their future judgment. Their future judgment is a lot of them the majority of them going to die over here in America through thermonuclear fire, through the famine, pestilence, martial law. All right? You know, pick your choice, Esau. You're going to die through one of those. And then after that, you're going to come back in the kingdom of heaven, in slavery, in chains, and you're going to work your ass off for 1,000 years. Thus saith the scriptures. All right? And then you're going to be rounded all up and put in a damn incinerator, and you're going to be forgotten forever. All right? All right, next script I want to get is 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, and I think it's verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right, so Esau, Edom, you Edomites, so-called white man, you're the end of the world, and your world is coming to an end. Or we're at the end of Esau's world. All right, he knows it. All right, you Israelites need to wake up and see it. Okay, and see the turmoil of this place, and see these Edomites trying to check out early. But it don't matter if you check out early. You could check out. You know, it's not up to you. It's up to the Most High. All right. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. That's that translation. We're in that transition stage. All right. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Jacob is the beginning of the new world that's to come, not the new world order. The new world that's to come is the kingdom of heaven. All right. Where righteousness dwelleth forever. All right. See, next script I want to get is Deuteronomy 30 and verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. All right. Who is the enemies of the Lord's people? All right. Who has been the main enemy of the Lord's people? The so-called white man Esau. You Edomites. All right. They've had us under subjection, have had us in bondage for it seems like forever. All right. And of course, all the rest of the heathen nations had their hand in our captivity. But Esau's at the top of that list in Psalms 83rd chapter. Okay. Yeah. You Edomites. All right. All these curses are coming on you. All right. The depression, the grief, the anguish, the loss of job. All right. Losing your house, losing your family members. All these things are coming upon you Edomites. All right, and like the title of this lesson, man, you can't take it. You're trying to check out early. All right. Next script I want to get is Psalms, the 7th chapter and the 16th verse, and it reads, his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come down upon his own pate. All right, that's you Edomites. All right, all the mischief you done, all right, all the wickedness you done is going to come upon your own head, and it's coming upon your own head. All right, you can't run from these curses. We couldn't run from the curses. All right, you know the Northern Kingdom tried to come over here to the Americas and where they could follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability, and they still couldn't run away from the curses. They were still under the curses. All right, you Edomites is going to be under those same curses pretty soon. All that mischief, all the wickedness you've done throughout the world, and the mischief you've done to the apple of the Most High's eye is going to coming upon your own head. All right, and all your violent dealings, all right, how you got this place, how you raped, robbed, and murdered, all right, the tribes, the 12 tribes, all right, to get this land, to build this land up, to build this wicked ass kingdom up, all right, it's going to come down, like the scripture says, come down on his own pate. All right, let me get this word pate. head, crown of head, top of head. All right? It's going to literally, these missiles are literally going to come on your head. All right? All right, last script I want to get is Revelations chapter 9 and verse 6. And in those days shall men seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall not flee from, and death shall flee from them. All right, so there's going to come a day when you Edomites that's trying to take yourself out, you Edomites that's trying to check out early. You're not going to be able to find a gun. You're not going to have your opioids to suppress your pain. All right. You're gonna want to die. Everything in America, in this society, is crumbling. You're gonna see your family members get wiped out. You're gonna want to, you're gonna see family members starve to death. All right, you're gonna see family members and yourself go through uncurable diseases. Okay, you're gonna see family members thrown in concentration camps. You're not gonna see your family members again, and you're gonna want to kill yourself. You're gonna want to die. You're gonna want to off yourself. And you ain't gonna have the power to do it, or the Most High is not gonna let you check out early. He ain't gonna give you the easy way out, like a lot of you Edomites are trying to take. All right, you're gonna deal with that pain and that anguish and that grief. All right, and suffer. All right, until the missile comes and ultimately takes your ass out. All right. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, and I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rabakab Kadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.